Boneworks lovers, rejoice! Brandon has just released the newest update for Boneworks, which features the Redacted Chamber, the Handgun Time Trial, and a brand new sandbox environment, which is known as Toscani. A lot of you have probably played in these environments already in an early development of the game. But the purpose of today's video is to give you a very in-depth review of how to unlock the Handgun Time Trial and the brand new Tuscany Sandbox environment. Now, the first step we're going to need to take in order to get to the newest content is we're going to need to go to the Redacted Chamber. Now, there's no need to worry to go through the story mode to unlock it at all because it's already unlocked in the sandbox environments. And as you can see, we have requirements to unlock the Handgun Time Trial and the Toscani Sandbox environment. We obviously need to complete the Redacted Chamber, find the Handgun Time Trial in the Redacted Chamber, and complete the Handgun Time Trial to unlock Toscani. And well, obviously we're going to be starting with the Redacted Chamber, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And here we are in the Redacted Chamber as we are presented with a very generous sized table of weapons. And we have in front of us are 3 targets that you can shoot down, but these targets have something very funky about them. You can actually shoot them down to the ground and little green lights will actually light up to that generator over there. That is our objective to opening the door that is right in front of us. To hold down the targets in place, all you need is something like one of the dolls over here. And you can pretty much use a Monogon coffee cup to hold it down as well, which is kind of hilarious to see that actually holds it down with that much force. And then I went ahead and grabbed the kunai over here to hold the last target down. And then as we can see, the 3 green lights are lit up and we can finally pull the lever, but it is missing a battery, and that is where we're going to need to do a little bit of climbing in the puzzle over here. I went ahead and grabbed an M19111 and went directly right of the Redacted Chamber to get this heavy box out, because we're going to need this to get onto this plank to start the jumping climbing puzzle. Bring the plank down, we have to put this box right over here to hold the plank down so that we can jump up here. Just barely made it as well. And then we're going to have to climb these monkey bars really quick. Once you've made your way across the monkey bars, you can push down this little flexible wooden plank over here, and this will obviously create a path to where if you accidentally fall off, you can get back right up to here. And then we're going to grab this developer weapon here, and we're going to put that away for future use. But as we can see, we could just use it right here to bring down this Boneworks box, and this Boneworks box has a balloon gun. That is important to have, but we will go pick that up in just a little bit later. And then once we make our way up here, crank this wheel. And then up here, there's a box on this lift over here that's being pulled over to the left. And we obviously need that box because that's where the battery is. We can just use the dev weapon over here to mess with the elevator here and to just bring the box down or just break it open in midair. And then obviously we have the battery. Go ahead and place the battery in the socket and we can finally open the door. Now before going into this doorway, you're going to want to arm yourself up with a couple of weapons and ammunition because we're going to be having to get ready for a fight in these next upcoming rooms. Once you've equipped yourself with some weapons and some ammo, you're going to head inside the room, and as we look to the corner over here, as in the trailer, there's some headsets over here. I tried looking over here to see if there's any more secrets, but there's none, so I just went ahead and killed some of the headsets, because these guys are really spooky if you don't kill them. Make your way over to the door over here, remove the chair, and then you can go ahead and fall down the voidway. You can make it dramatic like I did. And then we're going to end up into a brand new sector here. This sector features a very suspicious looking empty room with a red light over it. And it also has a headset zombie down there. You don't really need to worry about it, but I just went ahead and killed it anyway. The real objective that we're really going for is going down the ventilation fans down here. As you'll notice, you'll be ending up in the Redacted Chamber once again, and you'll probably be asking yourself, am I going in a circle? You are, but that's the objective of the Redacted Chamber. It seems that some of the elements of the map are changing as you are going through this. So obviously, deja vu, go through the doorway, fall down it, and then come into the area again. You'll see 4 more zombies that are spawned over here. You don't need to worry about them, as I said before. Go down the ventilation fan once more again, into the voidway once again. And for the 3rd time, now we see a Boneworks box. This box is important. Let's just go ahead and crack this baby open. And as we can see, the Handgun Time Trial has now been claimed. Now the Reclamation bin, as we're going to need to do, is head down into the ventilation fan over here. Looking behind us, right over here, there is the Reclamation bin on top of the wall. And this is where the balloon gun is going to come in handy. If you didn't manage to pick up the balloon gun way before you went down into the ventilation and into the void, don't worry, you can still get it if you didn't get the box yet. Go ahead and pick up the balloon gun, shoot yourself with some balloons until you can get yourself to float. And then obviously as you're able to float, you can throw the handgun time trial right into the Reclamation bin. Now before you quit the game, do not quit the game. You're going to have to finish the level before you can officially unlock the handgun trial. To complete the level, just go through the voidway once again, and it will load you into the handgun time trial. Now, the handgun time trial will look a little bit weird at first, but that is okay, because at first, this level will introduce us to the brand new pistol that has just been added in, which is known as the P350. With this pistol being added into the game, it also featured brand new changes and some brand new features that have been brought to all the sidearms in Boneworks, and I will get to that in just a minute. For this level, it's pretty self-explanatory. All you need to do is just go through this area, push this button over here to open up the barrier, and then once you get into the next area, you're going to need something to take out the wooden blocks, but that's okay. We could just use our pistol to shoot these down, and then this little vent will open up above us, and we can get up to that area. But obviously, we need to move these metal boxes out of the way, so let's go ahead and do that really quick. Here we go. We can go up here, and we can meet ourselves into a head crab. Or headset. In the next area, we are introduced into brand new melee weapons. These babies are pretty damn sick. I've had a lot of fun playing around with these as I was going through this level. And they actually are pretty dang useful, if you ask me. You could slice with them, you could do like an X-slash to kill enemies instantly. I had a little bit of trouble using these because some of the sharp edges were not really registering properly for me. That's probably because I was not really playing this game for such a long time before even the update came out. But these weapons are pretty damn sweet. Once you get past that area, you're going to be introduced into the caliber. This is the newest features to the sidearms in the game. The EDER-22 has the lowest damage in the game, but has the highest magazine. P350 and the M19111 have higher damage output, with the M1911 having the highest damage, but having the lowest magazine number possible in the game. Once you have your ammo, go up to over here, shoot this target multiple times to bring that target down, and it will drop the bridge down so you can give yourself a path to go across. And at last, we are now arriving at the handgun time trial room. As you can see, I've set a best score for myself, and that was before I didn't even know I was not recording, which is a bit unfortunate. You can choose any pistol of your choice. I chose to go with the EDR-22 because the iron sights for this gun are a little bit more reliable than the P350 because it seems like my pistol shots are not going as straight as they seem. And it doesn't really matter because you can kill the cleaning crew really reliably with one shot to the head with the EDR, despite it having the lowest damage in the game. Any headshot will definitely kill. Once you're all loaded up, go ahead and push the button to start the time trial and be ready to move because this is obviously a time trial and the objective is to kill 45 cleaning crew in order to proceed. We are also introduced with a really awesome soundtrack as well with this. What makes the handgun time trial very tricky to do at your first try is that you have to check every nook and cranny for cleaning crew to be there. I kind of stumbled upon a little bit because I'm still a little bit off practice from playing VR in such a long time. But that's okay, we were definitely able to get through this with this run being relatively pretty decent. Having this type of activity in this game is definitely going to encourage a lot of speedrunners to set the best score possible for a world record, and I would love to try to go for that too, but that's going to take a lot of practice because there's going to be a lot of memorization to go through and a lot of rests to take in order to get the best score possible. But two more over here, and then there's also a cleaning crew that's going to be hiding behind the boxes over here as soon as I reload my pistol and stop glitching the game. Right over here. That cleaning crew guy always costs me a lot of time throughout my runs, and that guy is definitely going to be the death of you if you don't get him. And then for the final room, we're going to have to zip line over here, and this is where we're going to be using the crowbar for. This area is pretty damn cool, as you could use the crowbar to zip line over here, like Pathfinder and Apex Legends, and just let her rip. And then as you finish killing the rest of the cleaning crew, there's my run with 2 minutes and 45 seconds. That definitely is a pretty decent time even for me, trying to get back into VR again. But obviously, as we completed the time trial, we now have unlocked the brand new sandbox environment known as the Tuscany. But we haven't unlocked it just yet. You'll need to complete the level, obviously, and find the Reclamation bin, which is going to be all the way at the start of the level. Just make your way through this area and go ahead and avoid all the enemies if you would. As we get back to the beginning area, we can go into the Reclamation bin and throw these babies in here with the new melee weapons in here, the new pistol, and everything else that you might have brought with you. Now, before we go on to completing this level, we're going to be going into the Handgun Range for a second here. The Handgun Range is essentially a firing range where you can train yourself to shoot various weapons through different targets. And it's kind of like an actual firing range where you put a target down range and you shoot the target and pull the target close to you to see how you performed. But obviously, go through this portal over here to finish the level, and we can unlock the brand new Tuscany Sandbox environment. And here we are, the beautiful Toscani Sandbox environment. This place is probably the best sandbox environment I've ever seen, as we're introduced to a really cool looking water fountain over here and a really cool looking house with a nice looking chandelier in it. And we have a box with a head crab in it and a box up there that does have the Boneworks symbol on it. A nice little environment that you could just come to and relax and just goof around a little bit. Kill some gnollmen, kill some zombies, kill some fords if you wish. You could do a lot here. It's really cool. But that is pretty much all for the newest update for Boneworks. Hope that you guys found this video very, very informative for you. And if you did, I am happy that you were able to stop by and you found it helpful for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully I will see you guys in a newer video that I'll post later on in the channel. And thank you guys so much once again for checking out the channel for today. My name is Blue Ghost, and I will hopefully see you in the next video. Peace.